Take two. Hey everyone, it's TJ, and I'm walking through. I don't know. It's like walking through molasses the last couple of days. I've been a little irritable and touchy, and I don't know what it is. I've often wondered, and I've looked it up, and I guess there is such a thing, but I don't know. You don't know what to believe on the internet, but like after menopause, is there, sometimes I feel like I still have hormonal, I don't know. See, this is one of those things. I sometimes wonder if I have phantom PMS or phantom periods. I don't, that's, I'm one of those people, I don't really like to discuss those sorts of things in polite company, but I have wondered that because I'm sure all you ladies know that you probably experience the, still even after menopause, experience the hormonal ups and downs and shifts. Or I don't know, it could just be the heat getting to me. It's always an interesting phenomenon to me this time of year. What I go through, I've already explained that, I get kind of unmotivated and lazy and all that. But I keep on keeping on, and that's all that matters, I believe. So, just like I used to tell my children, all I expect from you is to do your best. I don't, if you don't get an A++ or whatever, as long as you've done your best, that's all I expect of you. So I'm doing myself that favor as well, just doing the best I can, doing my best. I put on makeup most days, and I think, of course, I think I feel better. I think most of us do when we get up, make up, dress up, and all that good stuff. So I think that helps. So anyway, mainly my subject for this video is I have been, as part of my decluttering journey, which is such a popular thing now, journeys, hair journeys, this journey, and I'm on a hair journey too, but you can't tell. I haven't even brushed my hair this morning because I am trying to be more kind to it. This is this is my hair in all its glory, like washed and air dried. I've never tried to overdo with heat styling and blow drying. I've always kind of air dried my hair, but when I was younger, my hair wasn't wavy and wacky and wonky like it is now. So anyway, let me stay to the subject at hand. Part of my decluttering, it's kind of I find it's unfolding or revealing new things to do and to get rid of and whatnot. And in that vein, I had packed away quite a bit of my books. I used to be a really big reader, and it seems like the internet kind of, I noticed, I used to go to the library, and I would get so many books that I could hardly carry them out. That's how big of a reader I was, but there was no internet either. And I've always been very curious about things and interested in things. I'd want to kind of research and study things, not deeply, but just enough to get some knowledge of it. So I've noticed over the years, I don't even go to the library anymore, and I used to be a frequent flyer at the library wherever I lived, no matter where I lived. And I was I used to think of myself as a bookworm, and but nowadays there's so much vying for our attention, you know, internet and movies, videos, on and on and on. I got one box, the one on the top, and I brought it in the bedroom, and I have made it my mission to read those books. So I think I've pretty much gotten rid of the books that I know I won't go back to you know, that I won't miss if I get rid of with it. But I have decided when I picked up that box of books that they've been packed away for so long. I said to myself, girl, you're gonna read these books or just let them go, you know, declutter them. But there's that part of me that I haven't read them, and I want to read them, so I'm gonna read them one by one. I'm gonna read those books, and if, you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. That's been one of my new favorite phrases, cross that bridge when we get there. When I'm finished reading whatever book, if I feel I want to keep it so I can reread it at some point in time or reference it, because a lot of these books, probably most of these books, are nonfiction and self-help. Like the first one I'm reading, and I'm not going in any, well, am I going in any particular order? I don't know. I want to read them from cover to cover, and if I find at some point I just am not easily continuing on reading the book, then I'll know this book isn't for me. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to declutter it without reading it all the way through. I know that sounds a little confusing, but the first one I'm going to read is this one. It's basically like, you know, reaching your goals, and I've always been into self-help stuff. It's by Tulane Medaner. If you're interested, that's the author. She has an interesting name. I like that. I like different names. But I am gonna read this. I've started last night again. Where are the pages? But basically, I've only gotten through the introduction, and I just kind of skimmed that because I can't tell you how many times I've started to read this book, and it's not that I don't want to read the book. I get distracted by, again, doggone internet. You know, there's so much coming at you from so much info, and I love info. I'm going to focus on this book, and I'm going to read it. I've been listening to Spotify, like motivational. I know I've mentioned that. I think I've mentioned that before, that I like to listen to Spotify. You know, sometimes music, sometimes self-help, or whatever. But I do that when I'm most days I do that when I get up and I go to the kitchen and I'm, you know, doing my morning routine tasks and stuff, because I can do it with these and be like hands-free. But then I usually will, after I get all my things done in the kitchen and in the house that need to be done, laundry and all that, by then my puppy girl is, you know, she's had it. She's been up for a little bit and she's had it. She needs her beauty rest, and it's well established here that if she ain't happy, mama is not going to be happy. So I come in here and, you know, I'll sit with her, and sometimes I'll turn on the television, or, you know, do whatever I need to do YouTube wise or whatever. I just fill that space of time with assorted things, you know, and sometimes I may watch a little bit of television or get sucked into social media. But what I want to do is, and I have been doing this the last few days, is not even turn on the television until I've taken care of any business I can take care of while sitting in this bed, whether that be on the internet or making, y'all, I put this light on here and I didn't turn it on. Well, you know, what can you say? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and what I've been doing, again, I'm repeating myself, rather than just turning on the television, that is easy to do for a lot of people, and just kind of vegging until, you know, she's peaceful enough that I know I could get up. And I do that also. I'll get up and take care of little tasks here and there, but I end up coming back in here and, like, I need to make a dentist appointment today, so that's something I can do from here. And I want to the main thing is quit turning on the television, because it's so easy to get, for me, to get sucked into a series or a movie or something. I don't want to start my day that way. So I'm going to focus on not media in the sense of social media, television, you know, like that. I want to focus on bettering myself, broadening my mind. I want to learn. I want to improve mentally and physically. I've started upping I know I mentioned that in one of my last videos. I'm trying to move more. I mean, I've always tried to move, but we've added the treadmill. I'm trying to just up my self-improvement physically, mentally, and all that. But that's what I'm going to start doing. Just use the morning for taking care of necessary business, as always, but also adding in, you know, continuing my Spotify. Lately I've been listening to Napoleon Hill. That's his name. Napoleon Hill, I believe, is who I've been listening to. And just things like that. You know, I'm not getting any younger, and I don't want to be one of those older, I won't say old people, older people that just give up. I mean, some people could say I've given up because I don't color my hair anymore, but I don't look at it that way. I hadn't seen the real color of my hair since I was probably 13 years old. That's when I started lightening my hair and stuff. So I was curious about that, and I just, oh my goodness, I see I've been talking longer than 20 minutes, and I wasn't feeling it when I first started making this video. So see, making videos really helps my whatever. It's like, and you know, and I hope y'all, I mean, at some point, I hope my audience becomes like, you know, it's us ladies chatting, and even guys, you know, I'm not excluding, this isn't the girls club, you know, but just kind of like friendly banter and friendly chat and things like that. I hope that is one of my goals for this channel, is that, you know, you feel like you know me, kind of like as a, like getting to know you. So just you know, like-minded people and things like that, just getting together for a little visit. So thanks for stopping by, thanks for being with me and sticking with me through my whole rabbit trails of talking. And if you're a reader, I would like to know, you know, what are your favorite things to read? Like fiction? I used to be a big Danielle Steele fan, and I think if it weren't for the doggone internet, I would still be a bookworm. I would still have my nose in a book every chance I got. So I'm gonna have to figure out ways to dial down the internet. I will see y'all next time, and for those who have subscribed, thank you. For those who haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, because I need all the help I can get to grow my channel. I hope my channel is helpful, even though it's very chatty. If you'd leave a comment or whatever, I'd appreciate it. You know, just say hey, little emoji wave or something. I'll see y'all next time, y'all. Have a great day.